Over the past decade in the entertainment industry, it seems all too often that actors, directors, anyone really associated with Hollywood is more than happy to tell you about their politics as long as it's left wing, as long as it fits within the echo chamber. But every once in a while you have an outlier. Every once in a while you have somebody out there that says, well, I actually, vote Republican. I actually vote conservative. I actually support Donald Trump. And that apparently is too much. That cannot happen. We're fine to have people do fundraisers for a Democratic candidate, but as soon as someone voices the opinion that, about half of America agrees with that they might support Donald Trump, then you got to shut them down. And that is what happened to Kelsey Grammer, who just recently appeared as Beast at the end of the Marvels in the post-credit scene and has been recently doing the press tour for the new Frasier reboot. Well, he said something that is just not okay, at least according to people at Paramount. The Marvels actor Kelsey Grammer's interview with BBC4 reportedly shut down by Paramount Plus as he voiced support for Donald Trump. And here's this article. Frasier star Kelsey Grammer says he still supports Donald Trump. Paramount reportedly cuts interview short. Actor Kelsey Grammer said in a recent interview that he still supports President Donald Trump, but Paramount, the studio behind the new Frasier reboot, reportedly cut the interview short before the actor could elaborate. And here's the thing. If your policy is, hey, nobody talks politics, we're just here to focus on entertainment, okay, then that's your policy. I actually think that's a decent policy for an entertainment company to engage in. However, you know damn well that's not the case. Whether it's Disney, whether it's all these other studios, they're perfectly fine to have people talk at length about left-wing policies, about support for Democratic candidates, all this shit. But as soon as you go outside of that Hollywood echo chamber, then they got to shut it down. You might offend somebody. Kelsey Grammer was speaking to BBC Radio 4 about the new Frasier series, which streams on Paramount Plus. During the interview, BBC Radio 4 host Justin Webb asked Grammer if he was still a Trump supporter. I am, and I'll let that be the end of it, the Emmy-winning star replied. Webb then spilled the beans about what actually happened behind the scenes. And we're going to listen to the little clip first, and then we'll go back to that.
I got to ask you about politics before we finish. You mentioned Roseanne early on, who had a great comeback, but also was a Trump supporter. At least you were a Trump supporter. I'm fascinated to know if you still are.
I am, and I'll let that be the end of it.
And that's it. That's the end of the interview. It seems very abrupt, a very abrupt way to end that interview. Well, apparently there's a reason for it. Quote, this is from the interviewer. I have to say, actually, Kelsey Grammer himself was perfectly happy to go on talking about it, the presenter said, according to a report. The Paramount Plus PR people less happy that he talked about it at some length, so they decided we'd had plenty of time for our interview. So whatever he said ended up getting cut out. The Paramount PR people said, no, we can't have that, and they shut that shit down. Quote, but I should stress he was perfectly happy to talk about why he supports Donald Trump and still does in the forthcoming election. In the past, Kelsey Grammer hasn't been shy about his support for conservative candidates, including Trump. Now, I don't particularly care who Kelsey Grammer supports for president. I think the most important thing when it comes to all actors, directors in Hollywood is what we are getting on the screen. However, it's just so funny, the fucking hypocrisy. That's really what people are upset about when it comes to this. When one person is free to push their agenda, to push their politics because it fits within the Hollywood echo chamber, the left-wing echo chamber, and then someone else, someone who's, has a minority opinion when it comes to people who are out about that in Hollywood, they get shut down because it's just a PR risk. That's a fucking joke. And there needs to stop being these ridiculous double standards for people in the entertainment industry. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.